Top Deck Heroes, your number one source for UFS news and information when we decide to get on. We are your trash-talking, moonwalking, Kings of New York hosts, Jesse Cervini, Kevin Broberg, one-time UK champion, and myself, Sean O'Brien. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Hey, it's good to be back.
Yes, we took a little break. Last week I was ill, and the week before that there really wasn't any news. And let's start with some news. So, did you guys see there was a Jawfist recently that showed off some new fancy promo prize support cards. And if you were quick enough to zoom in, you saw a very expensive ultra rare from a very poorly selling set in the bottom right-hand corner of the sheet.
So, I think that's going to be exactly the same as the Hunt for Spiders and Dragons Fei and Cool and Focus were at Worlds last year, because those were on the uncut sheet of that too. And those were not distributed there, and I can't imagine they're going to leak into the league kits in a month or two. But yeah, I mean, I think those cards look really great. I'm really excited about the new prize support. Nationals is going to be fucking awesome, man.
I think a lot of those cards we're going to see at Nationals.
The way you got a Cool and Focus at Worlds, and the reason that I think didn't someone sell their set for like several $100s on eBay?
Yeah,
was you had to win the boss battle after winning a tournament.
I think it was also possible to get them when winning at Rigged Bingo. They are on an uncut sheet from Rigged Bingo. As we know, we call it rigged because my beautiful wife Christine won the bingo and left with no prize.
It was bingo. Rigged because you had a tie and the tie was settled fairly. Yeah, I agree. Completely rigged.
The tie was not settled fairly. You split the prize. If you are,
it was settled with more bingo.
If you are in a bingo hall and two people have a valid bingo at the same time, they split the prize.
Sean, how about you go back to your bingo halls with your friends? And
I will go back to my bingo halls with my friend and perform in front of 25 people.
I don't remember the rest of his promo, but yeah, good.
All right.
Jesse, where do you want to take this?
I want to take this to a little note that last week, the Premier Store kits were previewed for October, November, and December.
All right.
And if anybody, I'm gonna drop it. If anybody has access to our Twitch, the Twitch currently, I'm gonna drop it in the chat here.
Yeah.
So
come join our chat, everyone.
Come join the chat. If anything, watch this on Twitch and rebroadcast, and watch the chat live and interact with a fake chat. It's like talking to a ghost.
So, actually, I did want to talk about this, Jesse, and I'm glad you brought it up. So, we got some sexy cards coming back.
Yeah.
Not sexy great, but they look nice.
So, the first one that's now already legal from Red Horizon 1, Avoiding Danger, is now legal in Standard once again.
Hold on 1 second. I'm going to hold that up on the stream here.
All right.
So you can keep talking.
And this card, I played a little bit, but not a lot. But man, this card, there's some people who could play this. I mean,
this card's really bad.
It's really bad, but people will play it.
This card's terrible. It doesn't remove itself in cost. Either ability, trash, not power creep cash grab.
Well, so yeah, the big thing with this card is that it scales in power depending on how good the ally attacks you have to pair with it, and the ally attacks in standard just aren't that great. You know, if you're playing a 6 difficulty, and you just get attack 1 difficulty on all of them. If you're playing a 6 difficulty stink gas or 6 difficulty uncomboed leaping neck chomp, that's just not that overwhelmingly great. This card saw a tiny teensy bit of play back when Neomax was still legal. We are still saying goodbye to Neomax. With a Psycho Medley 13, which was an 8-speed high for 8 powerful 4 finisher when you met the conditions. So that was totally worth playing an extra difficulty for.
I think where this card might see, this is where I struggle, because it does have response negation, but isn't there better response negation available on those symbols?
Maybe not on these symbols, not really. You know, if you're negating specifically action card responses, you can use Dr. Wise Master Creation. But as far as negating responses, and I guess actually Chaos has the much better response negation of out of your league. Instead of destroying a 3 difficulty foundation, you pay 3 vitality.
And he gets removed from the card pool.
and then take it on a progressive. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. At a 1 difficulty on top of all that. It doesn't have a block. I guess that's a trade-off. So like the best light I can put on this card is that it's a 4-check attack in your deck. 4-check plus 2 mid. Like that's better than some cards. That's a very positive gloss.
And you gotta have 3 difficulty foundations to destroy, and they're usually super powerful cards in your deck that you don't want to blow up.
Yeah, usually. But it's an interesting add to the format. Somebody might play it, some people won't. Also, first place gets an awesome Johnny Cage Mimic embroidered map. But we're not here to talk about Mortal Kombat mats. We're here to talk about some Street Fighter versus Darkstalker mats that are coming out both in November and December. And along with November, we have the return of No Sympathy. Now, I thought for a second this was the really crazy
you thought it was Weight of Memory?
Weight of Memory. I thought it was Weight of Memory. Like, oh, it's Weight of Memory. Nope, it's not Weight of Memory. This card's cute. I mean, I played it at one point in time. I played it when Revoke was just everywhere. If you were playing a deck, you played 4 Revokes, and that was like, all right, I'm gonna play No Sympathies. Good luck.
Yeah, if you're playing this card, maybe you're playing an Earth or an Order deck, I guess. If you're playing it for that top ability, to get a target commit 2 cards in your opponent's staging area if they negate one of your enhances. Mostly it's Revoke. Mostly Revoke does that negation, so this is pretty unpredictable. If your opponent's playing Damnation, though, it's awesome.
Guys,
that bottomy ain't half bad either. But
I figured it out. They are reprinting No Sympathy so they can unban Twinkle Murdoch.
Oh, Sean.
Think about it, Kevin Broberg. Twinkle Murdoch cancels your ability. You are to commit her Save the Sea Rats and Unmet Demands. Totally fair, because you could run 4 of these in your deck. So Twinkle Murdoch can come back. I'm so happy. Thank you, Jasco Games.
I wouldn't count my chickens, Sean.
Yeah.
No, the top bar is pretty good. The first I think is actually the better part of the card, because if you have momentum that you don't know how to spend, and there are some decks on those symbols that just do, gaining 2 vitality and drawing a card is just fine.
Mm-hmm. I think I agree with you that the slightly more powerful effect, in the abstract, is that you gain some life, draw a card. I will also point out that there is a card called Sing For Me from the Cowboy Bebop set. Perhaps the theme of Cowboy Bebop is that it has a block and has no restrictions on it at all. You can play it on your opponent's attacks as your 4th enhance, no problem. Mm-hmm. And the same ability: commit, discard momentum, gain 2 life, draw a card.
Yeah. Shut up, Kevin.
Power creep, cash grab. What can I say?
I mean, at least we're getting this cool full art
Street Fighter versus Darkstalker art. I like it. There is an art that exists for the Street Fighter Darkstalker sets, and I'm hoping we get a bat of it. And what it is, it's Midnight. It's every one of the male characters. Most of the male characters between Street Fighters and Darkstalkers have been Midnight Blissed by Dimitri. So they have gender swapped.
I think I got that.
Man.
I have that alternate art cover.
Yeah, like the first 4 issues. There's a spread of them between with those type of arts. But now in December, I get one of my favorite cards back.
You get a lot of people's favorite cards back.
Yeah. Familiar Faces is coming back to standard, folks. If you wanted action negation on your air, earth, or water, you have it back.
Yeah, Liu Kang basically just said, "Oh, bang, you say. I've got just the thing."
Exactly.
Good night and good luck.
Yin and yang, you say? I've got just the thing.
No, this is a perfectly fine card.
This is a nice card, yeah.
To get back in the format, it helps a little. It helps in all the right ways.
I don't feel like
also
that
the art looks amazing on that mat.
Oh yeah, there's a new mat that month. I haven't been able to show the mats because I was lazy and didn't want to change sizes here on the screen. But yeah, check out the chat
the
here.
Thunder Break.
Yeah, it didn't load for me at first. This looks amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we are able to get these since I'm still waiting for our local store to become a premier store.
Is this like an army of Bishamons that Victor was fighting?
It's an army of Bishamons.
Ha, that's cool.
Nice.
Poor Victor got stabbed a bunch of times. That's rough.
Oh, he is a monster mummy Frankenstein thing.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure take it.
He'll be fine. I also wanted to discuss from the news the prize support we're getting at Nationals. I believe that was posted in here. But
it's on the Jasco website directly. Let's take a look.
But while we're looking for that, just want to remind everybody that the discounts for the room have been extended for Nationals. So if you haven't gotten your room yet, you should do it right away or you're going to pay extra.
And if you haven't decided to go to Nationals yet, you should absolutely do it. And you still have time to book a room at that discounted rate. These prizes are really exciting. And on top of all of that, you'll have an opportunity to meet Rochester CCG in person and take advantage of their excellent buy list with a 25% bonus trade, 20% trade-in bonus.
Gosh.
Also,
maybe 25% if you hustle in person. Hey. Only at U.S. Nationals.
I'm looking at the picture here from the U.S. Nationals room announcement. I'm happy to see at the top table, I see our very own Jesse Cervini playing against the former Team U.S. National Champion Rodney Garland. Or is he World Champion? I don't know.
Where is this picture you are talking about?
If you click on the room...
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, there you are,
table
one.
That's from first round of singles.
And next
to that was before
is Garrett Brett. You're at a higher table than Garrett Brett, Jesse.
That was round one.
So that was after that Rodney's deck got nerfed by a last-minute ruling change, and before Jesse got disqualified.
This is singles. You played Bob. All this picture really shows is, oh my God, I really have to remember to keep shaving my head. That's all. I mean, what did I think that I could get away with that?
Okay, so Jesse, where's the information for Nationals? U.S. National Championship details.
I'm running with it here. Okay, so obviously,
drop it in chat.
All right, drop it in chat. Drop it in chat for people. Take a moment. All right, so obviously we start Friday. Registration starts at 9. Service starts at 10. We got a 1-hour lunch break. Be prepared for round 1 of Top Cuts that night.
I am. But the tournament's really going to start at around 11 because we're on Jasco time. But don't count on it.
Luke Butler's going to be there, and that man's a hero.
Oh, man. He is a project manager. Those guys are the worst. Like, you're screwing around on your phone at work, you're not doing work, and they come and be like, hey, did you do that thing you were supposed to? Gosh, I hate them. He's a good guy, though. I love Luke Butler.
So, let's talk about the exclusivity prizes for Nats that they announced, at least. Event participation prizes. Obviously, you're going to get things all throughout the Swiss. Promos, packs, all the good stuff.
Yep.
Just for entering an event for the weekend, you're going to get this nice, it's a Sub-Zero mat. And
it's like Ice Ball, I think.
I think it's Ice Ball.
Yeah, it's got this cool action shot of shoving his hand in your face.
Yep. Now, for team champion prizes, this is for everybody who makes Top Cuts. They're going to get a Toasty mat, which the art's amazing.
Yeah, I think you get this awesome angry skeleton breathing fire on you. This looks really sick, honestly.
Obviously, you get booster boxes for making Top Cuts. Some sneak peek accessories for each player.
Whatever that means.
Yeah. So if you don't... if you don't come to U.S. Nationals, you'll be the last person to find out what the next license is, apparently. Because it sounds like we're getting sneak peeks. We're getting a preview of perhaps the set that's going to come up next after Street Fighter versus Darkstalkers. It's going to be a new license.
Yep.
So that's amazing.
That's the hype train.
So what you're saying is my dream of a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles playmat is finally going to happen.
Possible, Sean.
Anything's
Your
possible.
dreams could become reality. Yeah. Yes,
But
anything is possible. You're telling me there's a chance.
So here's something really cool. I like about this. For the champions, there will be 3 mats that have been exclusively made for the champions of teams, and they're using the brutality art, which I think is awesome because that art is amazing, and when you really enlarge it and zoom in.
Yeah, we have it on the stream right now, but it's very grainy because it's a very small picture.
Yeah. Now for singles, Top Cuts art that's Electrocute. It's not Vicinity. Yeah, I don't think that's Electrocute. That's Electrocute, right? It's art.
Once again, just demonstrating a spooky skeleton.
Yeah, everybody has a spooky skeleton inside of them, just so everybody knows.
Yeah.
But there is only going to be one 2018 U.S. National Singles Champion mat made with Fatality.
I hope whoever wins that is running Fatality.
I think it's very possible.
I think it's very possible, too.
So
and also the optional boss battles, which if I get my chance, I'm taking it.
Oh yeah, I mean, why not? You get to shoot the shit with Jasco Games employees, and I mean, get some easy money beating them.
I mean, do you lose does anything bad happen if you lose?
No.
So yeah,
it's just like post boss. It's post final boss. It doesn't matter. You've made it. You're good. Don't worry.
I mean, like, you don't unlock the good ending if you don't beat them, but...
Kevin Broberg, we should have a final boss deck ready, but Shane's going to run some stupid nonsense Heidi crap. So what we have together is some super nonsense legacy deck for them to fight.
Oh, man.
I don't think that's how it works, Sean. I think you have to play with what you won with.
Doesn't say that in the rules. Was this gonna be like rigged bingo where we just make up rules in the middle of the event?
There's no rule saying a dog can't play UFS.
Airbud 5, Atlanta Hustle.
Atlanta Hustle. Oh.
So I'm just saying there's no rule that says you have to play that same deck.
I'll see if I still have my Jasco Eternal Jeremy Ray deck.
God.
That deck's really good.
It's somewhere on the shelf, I think.
I think it's mostly taken apart because we needed like the artifices and armor. I think we ran out of armor experts, is what it was.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, let's see here. I'm looking at my calendar here. Like Sean and I are going to be in a car 2 weeks from today.
Yeah, 2 weeks from today we will be on our way down with the Rochester CCG store, so you can get your last minute purchases made on site at the event.
Yep, we'll be there, guys. Come on in. We'll have the store. We'll have our price guides up. If you want to sell to us, bring your cards so we can resell them back to people. ...
Profit. So looking at the schedule, maybe we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. We do have an event coming up this weekend. So we have a Texas Premier Store event on Saturday. South Carolina Premier Store event on Saturday, a Georgia Premier Store event on Saturday, and I think that's it for the big events for the weekend.
Fingers crossed that we're going to see some streaming, too.
There's some small little shindig happening in Tampa, it looks like. Oh, it's a PTC! They must be a Premier Store. So this is the second PTC where Mortal Kombat is legal. Plus we had UK National, so it's really the fourth major... with these cards. So, is it going to be Squanchy or
Liu
Kang?
This is the first major. This is the first. Honestly, this weekend I'm really excited to see what happens this weekend because Atlanta's full of great players. So if they're streaming their coverage, just posting their deck list, that's going to be really exciting. See what they come up with, and obviously Tampa, people competing for a $300 plane ticket voucher. This is the first event after we had UK Nationals list where we saw Liu Kang completely dominate. We saw Quan Chi take home first place with, a very strong finish. Obviously, very strong deck. If you've played that deck at all, you probably don't have any friends anymore because you beat them all so badly. And also a bunch of other strong, like, dark horse performances like Cassie Cage and Ermac. I'm excited to see kind of what actually turns up this weekend. What ends up being kind of... So, and actually, one of the specific cards I'm really interested to see is how many people pick up Hand Cannon in this event. Hand Cannon at UK Nationals was kind of the card of the weekend almost. It was all over the damn place. But you don't necessarily see it in the top decks because there's also people playing Goro and all kinds of other stuff. Oh man, I forgot about Goro. You guys think we're gonna see Goro this weekend?
Goro.
Well, let's see. Are any of our famous if Matthew Clarkus Turner shows up, I wouldn't be surprised if he played Goro. That seems right up his alley.
Yeah.
If I'm starting to come together with some ideas of what people are playing at Nationals. I'd be very surprised if our 5-hand size heroes don't show up. I'm sure Piglet will play some sort of throws Goro. Jeremy Ray, I'm guessing, is going to play Jackie. That's almost certainly going to happen. 5-hand sizers who aren't 5-hand sizers. That's classic Jeremy Ray. Those are really the only 2 decks I've really figured out that people are going to run. Piglet might surprise me and play some other 5-hand sizer, but
I can see him running Sasquatch back. Sasquatch is probably great in this format.
But all the good attacks aren't 5 difficulty or more.
Sure they are.
Hand Cannon's a 4 diff.
Air Ground Smash is a 6.
Fatality is a 0 diff.
Well, it doesn't deal damage, so that's fine.
Bicycle Kick's a 4 diff.
Electrocute's a 5 diff. How about 4 difficulty, 7 high for 6 throws?
That seems good.
Seems pretty good.
Dude, Electric Fly is a 5 diff.
Yep.
Do you like 7 mid 9? Your next tech hits +4?
Nah, that's not
I
good.
do. That sounds bad, honestly. That sounds like that's way too small for this format.
7 mid 9s on turn 2? I don't know, man. That sounds
sounds pretty bad.
That sounds like
deep freeze.
That's like power loss philanthropy, okay? Power loss philanthropy. That's not power creep cash grab.
Deep freeze Frosthammer. That's like F- tier. Get out of here with that.
So yeah, that's coming up this Saturday. So 3 premier store events plus the Tampa PTC. After that, we've got some more premier store events. And then, like Jesse said, 2 weeks from tonight, we're going to be somewhere probably in Pennsylvania or Ohio at this time, cruising down the road for U.S. Nationals. Yep. Which, honestly, as much as I like Las Vegas, I think Atlanta's the better event of the season. I think it's more relaxed and people are really there to have fun, unless you're like Kevin Broberg, who's there to like scumbag spike people.
Hey, man. I have a good time at these events.
I think here's what I think is Atlanta. You're there to play UFS. It's a UFS convention on the weekend.
Yeah,
that's all we're there for.
Yeah, like the venue is fantastic because it's right across the street from a bunch of food and a bunch of like corner stores. So you can pick up anything else you need. I know, like I was like going out there to buy a Gatorade and a notebook every morning. And like it's right next to the airport, so like you don't need to worry about any kind of logistics. You just go down. You can catch a shuttle there at 6 a.m. in the morning or whatever you get in, and boom, you're home for the weekend. Mm-hmm. And you can go ranging out and exploring and like finding food or whatever with people, or you can just stay at the hotel and eat at the bar and just not even get in a car all weekend.
If you do have time,
just enjoy the game.
That weekend though, there are a couple of things in Atlanta that are super fun. The number one thing for me is the aquarium. They have a very, very nice aquarium that has a pair of albino crocodiles in it, or albino alligators. They are white. They are super cool.
Yeah, I mean, Atlanta's a huge city, and it's an international destination. Like, there's a ton of awesome stuff there, and it's also really big.
And I'm sure it's not too late to get flights either, because it's Atlanta, so there's always a Delta flight going there.
Yeah, Delta Direct, baby. Oh, it feels so good.
Well, we're taking a direct route to Atlanta. We don't have to change planes. We don't have to unload anything. You know, we don't have to worry about our luggage getting lost. I mean, if our luggage gets lost the way we're traveling, we've got a much bigger problem.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's gonna be a good time though. I'm really excited. I'm always happy to see the family, and that's really the important part for me. Is
All right, friends. I'm gonna put you on the spot for Tampa this weekend. Who's gonna win? And what place are Quan Chi and Liu Kang gonna finish?
Okay, I'll go first. Liu Kang's gonna win. Quan Chi's gonna come in third because he had a couple of draws in rounds, so he actually had to play the Liu Kang in the semifinals. So he ended up in the middle, and he moved up. And then a bonus question that I'm going to answer is what place will they have to cut to for the top 8? Is probably 10th or 11th.
So that's similar to what we had in Pequasin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that sounds. Yeah, I can buy that. So are you gonna say 10th or 11th? Because we gotta be able to rank our answers later.
11th place.
All right. Actually, let me write these down so we can come back to this next week. All right. All right. Quan Chi, third place. Liu Kang wins.
Yes. Because some slow player is going to end up playing Quan Chi, and he's going to end up getting a couple draws, so he's going to come in like 6th place or so.
Jesse, what do you think?
Liu Kang wins. Quan Chi no shows.
Ooh.
No Quan Chi. Now is that no Quan Chi in top 8?
Or
no Quan Chi in top 8.
No Quan Chi
Sorry.
in top 8. Okay. Yeah.
I'm squanching here.
And then how deep will they have to cut for
It'll be a solid. It'll be a hard cut top 8. No diversity.
No diversity. Oh, let's go. I love this. I'm gonna pick that. I'm not picking Quan Chi or Liu Kang to win.
Well,
I guess I could just like bid $1 and say, yeah, Quan Chi's gonna win.
This isn't Price is Right style.
Well, I mean, yeah, it is. Kind of is.
I'm the producer, and I say it's not Price is Right style.
It's
Make
the
an actual bid.
It's the okay. I'm just gonna bid Quan Chi wins. I don't really believe it, but and then Liu Kang's gonna finish 5th. He's gonna Swiss champ, but he's not gonna win.
And then how far are they gonna have to cut for elimination?
I'm gonna go 9th place. One diversity.
One diversity. Interesting.
Interesting.
I love how I love the spread of our answers. This is really good. This question turned out better than I expected it to.
Alrighty, so we'll see how that ends up turning out. I know this weekend we are heading to. We're pretty much getting back into the time chamber, the Room of Spirit and Time this weekend. We're gonna get some more games in, and maybe watch some wrestling during that, because I'm not getting up at 2:00 in the morning to watch the Super Showdown.
Yeah, I'm pretty much free on Saturday, so like I will actually not wake up early, and we can just plan an afternoon hangout on Saturday and get ourselves some games in and watch the Super Showdown.
I would love that. I mean, it's on the network, right? Like we can start.
Yeah, it'll be up. Yeah, it's what I'm saying. We can start whenever. It'll be done by I know I'm going to get spoilers, but I still want to watch the show. I always like to watch it, even if I'm spoiled.
Yeah, and I can just like mostly stay off social media.
So then that's this Saturday. Next week we have one more episode of Top Deck Heroes before we take off for Atlanta, because I don't think Jesse and I want to try to do a show from the road.
I might get some special guest hosts in on Wednesday night, maybe.
Oh yeah, because you get to fly. You get to fly.
He gets to leave like Thursday afternoon or something, right?
I'm flying in at 6 a.m. again. I'm doing the exact same trip I did last year.
Oh, you're gonna beat us then for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, last year we went to the zoo. I went to the zoo with the Brits for like 3 hours, and we still like met up with you.
How was their zoo? Better or worse than Indy?
Oh god, it's been so long since I think it wasn't as good as Indy, because Indy was amazing, but it's been so long since I've been to either of them. Feels like
the Indy Zoo is like that's
really
like a cornerstone of that city. Like the city invests into it, the foundation invests into it.
They had like did they have the penguins where they go under the?
Yeah. That's the one you're thinking of.
Yeah. They might have actually had that in ATL too. Come to think of it.
You know,
I think they had a penguin exhibit. It was cool.
All the things we discuss on this UFS talk show.
Yep.
Couple other
cards, getting coffee, getting bitter about UFS. That's good.
Alrighty, so a couple reminders before you go. The PTC signups are going on right now, so if you have the good fortune of having a store that wants to host you, go ahead and get your application in. Hopefully they let us do more than 6 PTCs next year so that more stores can be involved. Good luck.
It sounds to me like they recognize the excitement the community has, and they recognize that people like crave that recognition of getting a PTC, and that they want to have it be a more open process this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's awesome.
I think that's great. I mean, if you could have a PTC like twice a month on different sides of the country, I mean, that seems good. As long as Jasco's not losing their shirt on it, I think that'd be just fine.
Yeah.
So
like, I can understand like the centerpiece events, like, oh, Rockford will be a singular month event because it's centralized. You get people traveling for everywhere for Rockford. Like, I want to go to Rockford again. I loved that trip. That was a fun time.
Yeah.
Did you guys go this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
we did the whole 9 yards. We flew in. We rented a car.
We didn't drive. We had a nice drive. Yeah.
We drove that car exactly to and from the airport. I think to food. I think that's it. Once.
Yeah. Yeah, we drove it a little bit.
I had to ask because I only went to one PTC this year, and that was one of the biggest events of the year, one of the premier PTCs in Guelph, Ontario, Canada.
In the middle of winter.
And it's through a snowstorm.
Yeah, let's run it back. I'm up for Guelph again this year.
Why not? If Rochester gets a PTC, I'll be just fine with Guelph getting a PTC. Maybe they'll actually have some locals show up this year.
That's all I want. Yeah, I want to go to Guelph. I want to hang out at the round table and like eat and drink all afternoon and play board games between rounds or whatever.
Fireball!
Fireball.
Oh man, so that's going on. Remember, we're getting ready for nationals. If you've got old power loss philanthropy cards you want to get rid of, sell them into Rochester CCG. We can help you upgrade those to Power Creep Cash Grab. Ooh, we call them brownout philanthropy cards, because that's the opposite of a Power Creep Cash Grab. So sell those cards in. We're always buying. We're happy to take your old cards and give you new cards. That's it for Rochester CCG. Guys, do we have anything else to cover tonight before we let everybody else get back to whatever they were doing?
Oh, I have one more tiny thing. Cute cat. One more thing is that this weekend on Saturday morning, I am battling our own Luke Butler in the first round of the Iron PP Jasco Eternal Tournament online, and I plan to stream it on Twitch on this very channel at 8:30 in the morning.
He's gonna wake up at
5 in the morning to play UFS against you.
Oh wait, do I have the hours backwards? I might have the hours backwards.
You must, sir, because there's no way Luke would be up at 5:30 on a Saturday.
Yeah, no, I have the hours completely backwards. Okay.
So it's going to be 11:30 on this very channel, Eastern time zone, which is the only time zone that matters.
Yeah. No, I have them right. I'm just a moron. Because I was telling him, at 8:30 your time, but I go to the gym at 11, and I get out at 11. I'll be back and showered and ready to go at 11:30.
Stupid
11:30
idiot.
Eastern time.
Stupid idiot.
And I'm not saying it's going to be a competitive match because he's playing Eligor, but it should be exciting.
And what are you playing, Kevin Broberg, in the PP tournament?
I am playing a Hutzel deck.
Now, you locked into that deck for the whole tournament, or can you change every round?
I'm locked in, and we're talking about just doing a round robin because we only had 7 or 8 entrants depending on whatever the hell's going on. And we can probably accept late entrants because we're doing round robin. And we just want to spread the love of this format and the excitement of building with all these old favorite cards. My deck does some stuff.
Now, be careful, Kevin Broberg. There's a rich benefactor running this tournament. I saw a TV show once about a rich benefactor running a card tournament, and he was actually stealing people's souls. Be very careful.
Oh man.
So,
See, oh man, Pegasus.
now they're asking
Pegasus
on the chat,
penis? Whoa.
what is the Iron PP tournament? It's going to be an online Jasco Eternal round robin tournament sponsored by your boy Penis. It's Penis Grabler on the YouTube. He does funny promos. Check out the one with Jesse in it. I think that's his best one.
Yep. I think it has like 1,000 views or something. It has some viewing number that's kind of crazy. I was like, oh, cool, good for him.
Honestly, goodness gracious, Cervini is second place for me now. After That's How I Beat Omaha.
That's How I Beat Omaha.
With the big shot.
Oh, that was great.
That was so good.
Oh man. All right, and on that note, it's time to end.
Eternal goes to Red Horizon 1. So Red Horizon, all the King of Fighters cards, all that stuff, and it's a fairly short ban list too at that point.
Okay. Anything else?
So, yeah, that's all.
All right.
Tune in on Saturday morning, and good night.
Good night, everybody.